For 3 decades, the Washington Performing Arts Men and Women of the Gospel Choir has used gospel music to build community among artists and audiences throughout the National Capital Region and beyond. The choir was the brainchild of Eric Touraine, in partnership with then Washington Performing Arts Society President Doug Wheeler. Some 20 years ago, Eric Touraine reflected on the choir's beginnings.
Well, the formation of all of these community-based choirs, the Children of the Gospel, the Men of Gospel, and the Women of the Gospel, was done over 10 years ago to provide opportunities for the tremendously talented vocalists and musicians in the Washington area to have a platform to showcase this viable American art form, indigenous American art form, along with jazz music. Washington Performing Arts Society has been known for years for its classical presentations, its symphony orchestras and star recitalists, instrumentalists as well as vocal. But when I came on, I saw that there was a need to provide this type of programming, not only as an audience development tool, but to give these artists an opportunity to shine at the Kennedy Center and putting gospel music in its rightful place as well, not just the music that you hear every Sunday in the church.
The Washington Performing Arts Men and Women of the Gospel represent a virtuous circle, nourished by the community and replenishing that community. It was and remains a fellowship of choral directors, singers, visiting artists, churches, and collaborators, all of whom have contributed to and benefited from the choir's music making and educational activities. Over these 30 years, the Men and Women of the Gospel Choir's programs have not only gone beyond Sunday church services, but also included dance and theater, and partners in media, government, and academia. Over the years, many nationally known artists, from Edwin Hawkins and Adolphus Hailstork to Richard Smallwood, Kirk Franklin, and Toshi Reagan, have shared their artistry with the Men and Women of the Gospel. The choir's idea of community has been an expansive one and has included such collaborators as Sweet Honey in the Rock and every year, Choral Arts for Kennedy Center concerts celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This expanded notion of the community of gospel music has also taken the choir to other venues, such as the National Cathedral and Carnegie Hall, and has produced performances of a host of commissions and new works. Even the pandemic has become an opportunity for community building, with workshops on vocal health, technique, sight reading, and music theory, enhancing the choir's confidence and abilities and forging stronger musicians. What began as a community effort remains just that, drawing from and giving back to a community that has grown exponentially over 30 years. Through the dedication and artistic excellence of the men and women of the gospel, it will grow even larger and stronger over the next 30 and beyond.